12th Biozoology, Unit 2nd, Chapter 5, Molecular Genetics. In this part, we are going to learn about genetic code. The understanding about the topic genetic code will help us to understand how the DNA carries information from one generation to another generation. So let us learn about genetic code. DNA carries information from one generation to another generation. So it is called as a genetic material. In which form it carries information from one generation to another generation is a question. DNA carries information from one generation to another generation in coding language. DNA is the genetic material. It carries genetic information in coder language. What is the nature of coder language? Let us learn. DNA carries genetic information for the synthesis of protein. A part of the DNA carrying information for one protein is a gene. A part of the DNA carrying information for one protein is called as a gene. Then what is protein? Protein is nothing but polypeptide chain. Protein is made up of amino acids. Here the amino acids are connected by peptide bond to form a polypeptide chain. So protein is called as polypeptide chain. This is a diagrammatic representation of a protein. Here many amino acids are connected by a peptide bond. This is one amino acid. Here it is given in blue color. Again the same amino acid comes for the second time, third time the same amino acid comes, fourth time, fifth, sixth time the same amino acid comes. It is at the beginning, afterwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8th position it is there. So the arrangement of amino acid in protein, that is amino acid sequence, decides the nature of protein. Nature of the protein is also decided by how many amino acids are there in the protein. The number of amino acids and the sequence of amino acids decide the particular protein. A gene carries information for this particular protein. This information is written in coder language. This is DNA. DNA is made up of nucleotides A, T, G, T, C, T, etc. A 3 nucleotide codes for one amino acid. So this nucleotide codes for methionine, another nucleotide codes for serine. So you can understand something about the genetic code or coding language used by DNA. What is codon? Now we are going to learn. A codon is a 3 nucleotide sequence on mRNA. 3 nucleotides on mRNA or 3 nitrogenous base on mRNA that codes for one amino acid. There are 20 different amino acids make protein. Only 20 amino acids involve in 20 different amino acids involve in protein synthesis. What is translation? Based on mRNA information, one protein is produced, that is translation. This translation follows triplet rule. 3 nitrogenous base on mRNA codes for one amino acid. A sequence of 3 mRNA base, that is a codon, designates one of the 20 different kinds of amino acids used in protein synthesis. A triplet codon decides one amino acid in a protein. This is DNA. This DNA is copied into mRNA during transcription. Based on mRNA information, one protein is produced, that is translation. This is codon of mRNA, UGG, one codon. It codes for one amino acid, tryptophan. Another codon, UUU, it codes for phenylalanine. Another codon codes for glycine. Another codon, UCA, codes for serine. You can understand the triplet rule. A 3 successive nucleotides on mRNA is called as codon. It encodes one amino acid in a protein. You can understand what is triplet rule. But there are 64 possible triplets from adenine, guanine, uracil, cytosine. Only 4 nitrogenous bases are used in RNA. From the 4 nitrogen bases, 64 triplets are possible. Of the 64 triplets, 61 of them are used to represent amino acids. Remaining 3 triplets are codons. They act as giving termination signals. The remaining 3 triplet codons are termination signals for polypeptide chain. The remaining 3 codons act as stop codon. They stop the process of protein synthesis. They stop the process of translation. Only 61 of them are used to code for amino acids. Number of amino acids used in protein synthesis are 20. The number of codons 61. Since there are only 20 amino acids involved in protein synthesis, most of them are encoded by more than one triplet. Number of amino acids is 20, but number of codons exceed the number of amino acids. Because of this reason, most of the amino acids are encoded by more than one triplet codon. This is called as multiple coding or degenerate coding. Multiple coding or degenerate coding is due to 2 reasons. Let us see. This is one amino acid, phenylalanine. This phenylalanine is carried by this tRNA. This tRNA has AAA as anticodon. The same phenylalanine is carried by another tRNA. Its anticodon is CGC. CGC anticodon is a part of this tRNA. AAA anticodon is a part of this tRNA. Both are 2 different tRNAs. 2 different tRNAs carry one amino acid. This anticodon reads the codon of mRNA. UUU is the codon of mRNA. So this is anticodon and this is codon. This anticodon reads this codon. See another tRNA carrying the same amino acid. This is the anticodon. It reads GCG codon. What can we understand from this? Same amino acid phenylalanine is carried by 2 different tRNAs. The 2 different tRNAs read 2 different codons. They are UUU, GCG. There is more than one tRNA for most of the amino acids. Each tRNA has different anticodon. More than one tRNA for most amino acids. Each tRNA has a different anticodon. Second one, this is leucine amino acid carried by one tRNA. It has anticodon GAG. The GAG anticodon reads CUC of codon on mRNA. Here base pair rule is strictly followed. This is normal pairing. Why do we say this is normal pairing? G pairs with C, A pairs with U of mRNA, G pairs with C. This is normal pairing. Normal pairing is strictly followed for the first 2 nucleotide sequence. But see here, wobble pairing, first 2 nucleotides normal pairing is strictly followed, but there is flexibility at the third. G cannot pair with U, but there is flexibility. Because of this flexibility, 2 different mRNAs can read the same codon. 2 different codons carry 2 different codons code for same amino acid. Because of the flexibility in third nucleotide. Because of the flexibility in third nucleotide, 2 different codons code for same amino acid, leucine. We will discuss about wobble pairing in the next video. pairing is highly specific for the first two positions on the codon. Strictly specific. The base pair rule is strictly followed in the pairing of first two positions. But at the third position, there is a great deal of flexibility as to which base pairs are acceptable. Base pairs are acceptable with flexibility at the third position. You can understand that because the two reasons are responsible for the fact that one amino acid is coded by more than one codon. One amino acid is coded by more than one codon. This is because of two reasons. We have discussed the two reasons. Here we see the scientists who involved in the development of ideas about genetic code. They are Marshall Nirenberg, Severo Ochoa, Hargobind Horna, Francis Crick. They contributed significantly to decipher the genetic code. Because of their contribution, now we have checkerboard for genetic code. This is a checkerboard for genetic code. This checkerboard carries the codon for 20 different amino acids. This checkerboard carries the codons for 20 different amino acids. And here GCU are codons. GCU, GCC, these are codons. And ALA is the three-letter abbreviation of the amino acid alanine. ALA is the three-letter abbreviation of the amino acid alanine, and A is the single-letter abbreviation of the alanine. This checkerboard of genetic code carries information about name of amino acid and single-letter abbreviation, three-letter abbreviation, and the codons which specify the amino acid. We have already discussed about the general account on genetic code so far. Now let us continue with the salient features of genetic code. The genetic code is a triplet code. We have already discussed clearly. 61 codons code for amino acids, and the 3 codons do not code for any amino acids. They function as stop codon. They involve in termination or stopping the protein synthesis, that is translation. The genetic code is universal. Universal means it is common to all organisms. All living organisms have nucleic acids. All living organisms have nucleic acids, and the same 3 base codons, the same 3 diplet codons direct the synthesis of proteins from amino acids. Example, the mRNA codon UUU is the codon on mRNA. It codes for phenylalanine in all the cells of organisms. UUU codon of mRNA codes for phenylalanine amino acid in all the organisms. It codes for phenylalanine in man, monkey, neem tree, coconut tree, etc. So genetic code is universal, but there are exceptions. Prokaryotic organisms have DNA, mitochondria has DNA, chloroplasts have DNA. Here exceptions are there from the universal code. UUU is codes for phenylalanine in all the organisms, but exceptions are in the DNA of prokaryotic organisms like bacteria and DNA of mitochondria and chloroplast. However, similarities are common than differences. So we say the genetic code is universal. The genetic code is a non-overlapping codon. That means that the same letter is not used for 2 different codons. Same letters are not used for 2 different codons. Example, GUU, GUC represents only 2 codons. Another codon cannot be GUU. Another codon cannot be GUC. GUU, GUC can act as 2 codons. So non-overlapping codon means that the same letter is not used for 2 different codons. The genetic code is commaless. The triplet means codon, triplets are arranged continuously without space. It is genetic code is commaless, which means that the message would be read directly from one end to another end. That is, no punctuation is needed between two codons. No space is needed. No space is needed between two codons. This is one codon. GUA is one codon. GUGC is another codon. Another codon. CUU is another codon. There is no space or punctuation between two different codons. So the codon is commaless. Genetic code is commaless. Genetic code is a degenerate code we discussed at the beginning of this video. That means that more than one triplet codon could code for a specific amino acid. Valine is one amino acid. This amino acid valine can be coded by GUG, GUA, GUC and GUU. A single amino acid valine can be coded by more than one triplet. This is called a degenerate code or multiple coding. The genetic code is non-ambiguous code. That means that one codon will code for one amino acid only. GUG is one codon. GUG is one codon. It can code for valine only, cannot code for another amino acid. One codon will code for one amino acid. This is called as non-ambiguous code. The code is always read in a fixed direction. In mRNA, the code is read from 5' to 3' polarity only. This is 5' end, this is 3' end. The genetic code is read from 5' to 3' continuously in one fixed direction. AUG has dual function. AUG has two functions. It acts as initiator codon. AUG codon acts as initiator codon. The AUG also codes for the amino acid methionine. It has two functions. AUG has dual function. One is it acts as initiator codon. Second one, it codes for the amino acid methionine. UAA, UAG code for tyrosine and UGA code for tryptophan. UAA, UAG, UGA code for two amino acids. They also act as stop codons, termination codons. So these three are called as nonsense codon. These three, UAA, UAG, UGA code for amino acid as well as act as stop codons or termination codons. So these three are called as nonsense codons. Next part is mutation and genetic code. So good understanding about today's part. This video will be helpful to learn the next part, mutation and genetic code.